We had a devastating loss here in Texas when severe flooding swept through a campground, killing over 100 people. They estimated there may be as many more as 300 they still haven't found. It took 40 minutes for the water to rise 20 feet. There was a weather alert on Thursday, but precautions weren't taken. Pay close attention to the report given when 10 people were killed along the same stretch of river in 1986. There were no warning sirens or evacuation plans. In fact, Bill Clement was governor of Texas and Ronald Reagan was president. TDS grows so strong that you want to lay it at the feet of Trump. How pathetic can some of you be? This is Dark Star 44.
That report released by the State Department of Health Services shows that just 2 days before the flood swept through, state inspectors signed off on the camp's emergency disaster plan. Now, that required that they have a disaster plan, that they have an evacuation protocol, and the camp met that. It was only required that they post that plan in buildings, that campers were instructed on it. It's not clear exactly what the plan was or how closely they were able to follow it the morning of the flood.
Meeting for the first time since flash floods devastated their city last week, Kerrville leaders were emotional Tuesday.
I wish to God there was a way we could have warned them. And that's the truth.
Survivors say they were unaware they were in danger on the morning of July 4th.
When you got out and saw where the water level was, what did you think?
I thought it could possibly be over.
At the Old River Road RV Resort along the banks of the Guadalupe River, park managers Marianne Moran and Hannah Thrasher told us they didn't receive any official evacuation warnings they would expect to get on their phones until it was too late. Instead, Moran says she was woken up by volunteer firefighters as water was already overtaking the property.
I think there should have been alarms.
You do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like sirens?
Yeah. Why there weren't alarms going off around here is beyond me. A lot of people in the area.
Data from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration shows just how rapidly the waters rose last Friday here in Kerrville, cresting at nearly 35 feet above normal levels. It's the third highest surge on record for that part of the Guadalupe River, and 3 feet shy of the infamous 1987 flood that killed 10 teenage campers further downstream. Despite the risk, Kerr County does not have a flood siren system.
All of our resources are focused.
During an at times contentious press conference with reporters Tuesday, local officials refused to answer questions about who is responsible for monitoring the weather and sending out alerts to residents, saying they were focused on finding those who were still missing.
All those questions will be answered, but the priority right now is bringing people home.
Governor Greg Abbott said there will probably be state lawmakers who are going to be meeting the end of this week, the beginning of next week, to go over ideas on how to fix this situation. There are still 5 girls missing and 1 camp counselor missing this morning from Camp Mystic.